Hi everyone, welcome and thank you for being back. And honestly, I have to thank all of you, even those who do not agree with me, for keeping your comments decent. Really, I expected backlash on my last few videos, particularly on yesterday's video, and lo and behold, if I take all my email, my DMs and comments, there was only one nasty, or rather nasty comment. No nasty email, no nasty DMs, though there were a number of people who did not quite like what I had to say. So again, thank you. That is what I like and appreciate, namely that we can differ like adults. Thank you for the questions, and yes, I've already started tagging on other news to my videos unless a video gets too long for me. I prefer videos 20 minutes or less. So unless a video gets a bit too long, I will be adding different news from all over the world, including South Africa. Whenever I go somewhere, I will take photographs and show you. But really, guys, I've traveled a bit in my day. England, Scotland, Ireland, Germany and Canada, and an 8-hour stopover in Dubai. And there isn't much difference in the way we actually live from anywhere else. Some things are better and some things are not. We seem to be settling in as a country and a nation, and if it wasn't for corruption, lack of discipline, and lawlessness in some areas, this would have been a great country. Unfortunately, we need a bit of brains and strong leadership, honesty, and authenticity to make that happen. I'm, however, not a big critic of Cyril Ramaphosa. He's not as strong a leader as we thought he would be, but he has done well, in my opinion. I think he handled COVID better than most world leaders did. And I also appreciate the emotion he showed during one of his speeches at the time. Anyway, guys, I'll dive more into South Africa as the year progresses. I would advise you to go check out my other channel, Bookworm on the Case, as well, because I am going to start the year with well-known cases and talk about justice and social justice, and I shall talk about South Africa on there as well. For instance, in my last Coburger video, I also spoke about Oscar Pistorius, the South African Paralympian who killed his girlfriend, Reva Steenkamp. So go check that out. Okay, so let's get to the royals and not so royals. And just to give everyone a breather and let all the nerves calm down a little, I am going to concentrate on the not-so-royals today. We'll continue with my investigation next week. Now not so poor Henry, Windsor, Wales, Sussex, whatever he calls himself on any given day. Well, on Lily's birth certificate he calls himself Duke of Sussex. Well, whatever. The real Duke, John Wayne, is still 10 times the man Harry is, and he passed away a long time ago. Anyway, as always, I digress. Not so poor Henry, because, he deserved everything he got, had a terrible year if you really look at everything collectively. His supposed place of work, where he is Chief Impact Officer, or Chimpo, is now being branded a toxic train wreck by staff and ex-staff. But let's look at all of it, the broader picture, shall we say. Henry got awarded the Pat Tillman Award, basically for the Invictus Games, for which he literally does nothing but talk about it and show up. Anyway, the award was supposedly for service, leadership, and community involvement. Well, that went down like a lead balloon. Even Pat Tillman's mother was angry that Harry was receiving the award. Oh, well, I mean, what is one award? There is still the Polo Netflix series. Oh, yes, like that went down well. It was described by critics as tedious, unintentionally hilarious, and a load of old tosh. Anyway, and then Donald Trump gets voted back in, and now Harry's visa is in more danger than ever before. Not a good 2024 at all. Poor guy. No, I'm just sarcastic. I have little to no empathy. In Afrikaans we say, jy wou mos, which basically means you wanted to as a direct translation, but means more like, well, it was your choice, or you made your bed, now lie in it. Of course, there were other disasters along the way, but let's instead look at how Henry's 2025 started. Well, again, with his place of work, Better Up Buttercup, still being labelled a place where everyone is uncomfortable and living in fear, and which is a psychologically unsafe place to work. All direct quotes from staff. Harry is already facing an uphill battle as Chimpo, and or a potential drop or loss of income if the place closes its doors. Allegedly, he gets paid about $800,000 per year by Buttercup. Meghan's new show, Love, Meghan, has also received major backlash from the public, calling it tone-deaf, fake, simplistic, irritating, and a royal or not-so-royal mess. And as if that is not bad enough, Harry may be returning to England in a couple of days to attend his court case against the publisher of The Sun. And even that is not going as Harry expected. Harry and his team wanted to call 60, yes, you heard me right, 60 witnesses. Unfortunately for them, the judge is not going to allow it. The judge intervened to stop some of Harry's witnesses giving commentary rather than relevant evidence. Justice Fancourt ordered Harry's lawyers to cut down on the witnesses and witness statements, including that of Gordon Brown, John Burker, and Charlotte Church's mother Maria. Yes, dear Henry, we told you that in a court of law, a witness can only give evidence on facts, my dear boy, but you would not listen, and your lawyer should in any event have known that. So yes, I hear that the witnesses were cut down from 60 to 30 or 33. Oh my word, what a circus that is going to be. Before I end this video, I want to share my sincere and heartfelt condolences with each and every person touched by the wildfires. The loss of homes, and even more so the loss of lives, that of humans and animals, beloved pets, is so devastating that I barely have the words to express sympathy. It is just too big, too sad to actually find the words which can adequately heal or touch someone. From the media, I'm led to believe that many of the fires had been set deliberately, and that there has already been an arrest. I wish I could give all the victims a hug, but I can't. So here is a virtual hug. I know it does not change anything, but at least you know that I care. In Australia, a seaplane crashed off Rottnest Island, killing 2 tourists and a pilot. Now, is it just me, or are there more plane crashes lately? It sure feels like it. And now, here is the stuff nightmares are made of. An Australian zoo found its biggest ever funnel web spider, and they named him Hemsworth. Hemsworth measures 9.2 centimeters from foot to foot. Worst of all, these spiders are actually dangerous, and their venom can be fast-acting and deadly. No. No, thank you, Australia. You can keep them. Okay, guys, the weather here is turning a bit today. 1 minute it is clear skies, and the next it is overcast. I do hope we get a little bit of rain, because I planted trees, 2 lemon trees, a guava tree, 2 mango trees, and 2 apricot trees. I do water them, but I have found that the plants seem to have a growth spurt after a little rain. I think there's more oxygen in rainwater. I don't know. Anyway, I've planted tomatoes in pots, and I've planted watermelon in a bedding that I dug in the hard soil. It is actually way too early to plant watermelon, but I have so much shade cloth, I will indeed concoct a cover for them towards winter to protect them from the frost. Well, we'll see whether the seeds will grow. In the meantime, my trees seem to be doing well. Anyway, guys, that's it for me for today. Please go and have a good time, and I will see you again soon. Bye.